guys, what's going on? So today's video is going to be about Zombie with a Shotgun issue 3. Alright guys, so again, this is the continuation from, of course, issue 1 and 2, and this is the cover. This is the cover that Ian Miller created. And it's amazing, because a lot of the covers that were created, so many people loved. I would say that a lot of people really love this cover. This is one of the favorite out of all the covers that we have for the issues for Zombie with a Shotgun. I have to say it's pretty creepy when you have like these monsters from the back coming in and they're chasing Aaron and Rachel. And obviously, you know what was a cool thing about this cover? A cool thing in the cover is that you can see our names. So you have like my name there. You have Miller's name there. Now there goes my name. Miller's the name. And Madden's name. That's colorist letters. So I think it was really cool how Miller created all that. Here he goes. Yes, the colors by Frederick Matson. Here he goes. Here he goes. Amazing. Here's the credits and everything. And here we go. We start off right here from issue 3. So obviously, if you've seen Zombie with a Shotgun, the film, one of the main things is how the witch takes Aaron's heart away. Obviously, you can see his heart there missing in the middle of his chest. And that's one of the biggest plot lines, story plots of him trying to get his heart. So when you read these issues, you get to see this chase of trying to get his heart back. And obviously you can see these really cool like images. Over here you have like Aaron running, and here he goes, you have the witch here. It's really cool. And then she I don't want to tell too much, but I will. I mean, she summons the dead. As you can see one of them come in there, classic, hand coming out of the grave. There goes Rachel on the floor. And here goes Aaron stomping and slamming these so-called dead coming alive zombie. There goes this guy peeking out. Look at that. And this is, I really wanted to create like one of those classic like graveyard scenes that we've always seen in the past of the dead coming alive out of the grave. And this is a scene that hopefully one day I would get the chance to create, on filming wise. So yeah, that is a really cool thing. And obviously you can see more, as you read the story and you see the story, you get to see more of what's really going on. And it's really cool. This is a really cool shot here. I really enjoyed. When I first time seen this, it was like one of my favorite like panels for this issue. How the moon is there and how the trees have like these hand claws while the zombies chasing them. And yeah, it's pretty cool. A lot of action going on. I wanted to create this whole action going on, and I wanted my story to come there. And then Ian Miller brought it alive. He brought this issue alive, the story that I've put out there, and you get to see more zombie fights, and there was chains and fighting. And obviously, if you remember the first issues, here goes the military coming through, coming. They're searching, and you have the typical sort of like Marines kind of like vibe, look, and everything. And so then they go. Here goes the barn. They're going to be running into. Here's Rachel running into this cheese bus, going in, and boom, this sort of light from above the helicopter. There he goes. Yeah, it's really cool. I always wanted also this whole, love story, kind of like romantic, kind of like scene going on with Rachel, because, at the end of the day, they are lovebirds. And here's more, giving you more of the comic than the other videos. I felt like I was going a little bit too fast. I wanted to share more of the images and look at the artwork, and yeah, you can see it. You can probably put it together. slow it down, possibly could read it also, and you know, feel it out. You know, I don't mind. I feel like you guys have really supported my work. Sort of like a treat to sort of like, you know, put this out there for you guys. You know, yeah, here it goes. You know, here's the trailer, kind of like, you know, to me, I love that whole like trailer and bus, big cars, big trucks, big vans, you know, fight. So it has that feel of like Transformers and Terminator, where there's all these trailers going everywhere. You have to have it. You gotta have it. A lot of inspiration from those projects, those films. You know, there he goes. Rachel now has a shotgun. Now she's taking charge. You know, of course, boosh, bashes right there. Shotgun goes off. There goes the witch at it. There it goes. Good. We got a good face there. This is good. Good comic book illustrations coming alive, creating these stories. This is also an awesome panel right there. Boom. So here you get more bus going at it. And now they have this other zombie that comes in. Don't want to give too much of the story there. Gotta look at it to see what kind of zombie that is. But you know, you can, like I said, go over it, look at it, check it out. But yeah, I really wanted that cheese bus, yellow bus action coming in. That's a cool bus shot right there. And like I said, you know, I think that I down the line, I definitely would love to put this and kind of give it to like a comic book animated feel to it. You know, have probably, you know, AI help me kind of animate the stuff. Be like another treat for you guys. You know, look at this. It's really cool. I thought that was a really cool shot. And as you can see the eyes there, that's really dope. You know, kind of really cool tattoo when you think about it. Boom, look at that. That's really dope. You know, you got the cops here. You know, there's so many different stories that's going on in this comic. There's a lot going on in this comic. I wanted like a lot of action comic, you know, going on. And, you know, yeah, obviously you can see all the action that's going on. Maybe a little bit too much. That's okay. You know, it's something that I really wanted to do and enjoy and tell this story. After this series is done, we're going to create another alternative world for Aaron and Rachel and Zombie with a shotgun. And here's this like cool shot here. Look at this. I'll give you some close-ups here. There goes Rachel coming on. This is dope. This is a dope freaking pan. Look at that. And of course we have, so are you, to be continued. Obviously to issue number 4. And the back inside cover, I have one of the posters of the film Zombie with a Shotgun. There's 2 different posters for the comic. No, I'm sorry, 2 different posters for the indie feature film. And this is one of them. I wanted to create 2 different ones. I think a lot of artwork was really special in this project. I wanted to give 2 versions to see what people like. And of course, you know, when you look at the back, we have a little bit of showing the promotion of Zombie with a Shotgun, the film. And yeah, this is, you know, you get to see it. Photos from the film Zombie with a Shotgun. And yes, guys, that is issue number 3. Till next time, I will be showing issue number 4. Again, I really appreciate it, guys. Please let me know what you think. Please subscribe and like. Give me comments. Tell me stuff that you want to see from Zombie with a Shotgun. I'll be gladly to show. And again, if you have never seen the film, you can Google Zombie with a Shotgun. You can go to Tubi, Amazon. They're all streaming. Tubi has it for free, of course. Don't have Tubi, you can go to Amazon or other streaming services. There's also the web series, which is called Zombie with a Shotgun, The Beginning. You could Google that. That's also free in certain streaming services. You can see where it all started. And the comics are available on Amazon. Again, guys, thank you so much. Appreciate your support. Until next time.